So I'm here with Zack Sherman, North Carroll High School wide receiver for the 4-0 Panthers. Zack, run through the season a little bit. Tell me how the team is feeling after its second straight 4-0 start.
We're definitely feeling good about ourselves. We're taking it week at a time, and it definitely, with a new coach coming in, it started off a little slow, getting used to his ways and all that good stuff. So we definitely started off slow, but we had a lot of participation over the summer, in the weight room and summer, OTAs and stuff. So we definitely got on the same page, early in the year, which definitely benefited us. And like I said, week by week, I think we're getting better. We're practicing harder, and that's all we want to do is just keep getting better. And we all know what the goal is. We don't really need to talk about it. So we just keep working towards it.
Tell me about that Williamsport game for you. I know it was a county record that you had, but kind of walk me through it, because it was probably, was that the highlight of your football career, would you say?
Oh, so far, yeah. I hope more to come this year, but definitely, the first touchdown, started off just a little pass, a little quick slant, and I just took it down the field. So it was a good start to the game. I didn't know, what the future would have held for me for that game, but right before halftime, I had some single coverage on me most of the game, and I told our coaching staff, if you put it up, Jack's got the arm, I'll get there and I'll make a play, and that's what happened. And then, like I said, they still covered me single coverage. So in the second half, I told coaches, if you send me deep, Jack's got the arm. So two more times, they sent me on deep, different routes, but still deep routes, and Jack hit me. And it was definitely, like I said, and is during the game, I didn't really, worry about it. I knew it in the back of my head, but I was just focusing on the win, because it was a close game. But definitely looking back at it, it's definitely something to be proud of. But I hope to accomplish more. So.
You have a couple of different roles on the North Carroll team. I know you play, obviously, offense is your main spot,
Yeah.
but you also kick.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the difference in preparation lining up at the line of scrimmage as a receiver as opposed to kicking.
Well, kicking is a big mental game, because I shanked one earlier this year against Smithsburg, and then I had to line back up for another, 31-yarders. So definitely things are running through your head, don't miss it again, all eyes are on you. As opposed to wide receiver, it's wide receiver, you don't get thrown to every play, some plays you block, so you just come out with just kind of play-by-play mentality. But kicking, definitely a little bit more nerve-wracking, because it's all on you, and 3 points can come up big, as it did in the Smithsburg game. So a lot of pressure on you, but I like the pressure. So.
Tell me about football for you. I know you also play basketball. Can you compare the two sports in your, I guess, pecking order, priority-wise?
Well, some may not believe that basketball is actually my main sport. I made, varsity's freshman year, but football, I've loved them both. I've played them since I was young. I think age 6 maybe. I've played them both, since that age. But definitely basketball is definitely my main love. But football, I just love, being out there with the boys, and every Friday night, nothing gets better than Friday night lights. But just the practicing, and the summer workouts and the bond you create. Football is one of the few sports that really you create a special bond with your team. But yeah, basketball is my main sport, so football is definitely a close second now.
You're a senior this year.
Right.
You're looking forward to the college selection process and everything like that. You did mention that you'd like to play sport in college. Can you tell me about where you're at right now with that process?
Right now, like I said, I want to play basketball in college. Definitely, I'm focusing on choosing a school more for academics first, because academics will take you farther in life. So I'm definitely looking at that first. But I definitely do want to play basketball, and obviously I'm not D1 talent, so I'm looking more at the D3, side, and whatever comes to me is, I look into, So I know, Frostburg has sent me a couple things in the mail. I know Salisbury emailed me. So I'm looking at, some, not really local, but 3 hours away. I don't want to go, 4 or 5 hours away just play Division III basketball. So, whatever comes to me, I definitely look into, and we'll see how it goes.
You mentioned that academics is an important part in the process. What are your plans after college? Do you have a career choice in mind, or where you'd like to go?
Career choice. I'm a little undecided. I'm, you know, simpling down my majors. I'm pretty good in math and stuff like that. So I was looking at mathematics, accounting, or maybe even business. I'm leaning towards right now, accounting. I'm in accounting right now, and I know it's a high school class, so maybe not as difficult as a college level accounting class, but it definitely catches my interest. So possibly maybe a future in accounting, but we still got time to think about that. So I'll see.
You mentioned that you've got two brothers that played on the same field before you. How important was it for you to be able to carry on that tradition in the family?
It definitely, football is definitely a big thing in my family. My mom, she's wanted to go to M&T Bank for I don't even know how long, maybe 11, 12 years since when Chris first got here. But Chris's team, the 2008 Panther team that went 8-3, definitely. To put up numbers like they did, because that team was phenomenal. All aspects of the game. To put up numbers like that, it's a great feeling, because you're amongst the top teams in North Carroll history, and we may not have the best history, but we're definitely trying to create a pathway for incoming people to continue the winning tradition. And my brother Nick, sorry Nick, but didn't have the best luck here. But like I said, football is still one of those sports that you create a special bond with your teammates. And looking back, the big wins. I know they're 2-8 year. They beat Man Bow. They weren't supposed to win, but they beat them pretty bad. So it's nice to look back at those things, and in my future to look back at these two past seasons. Hopefully this one continues to pan out the way we want it to. To look back at these two seasons will definitely be something I can kind of boast about, to my future college, classmates and stuff like that. So it's definitely a good experience.
My last question. This year, like you mentioned, you started off 4-0, which is what you guys did last year. Junior and senior year for you, it's a big deal. What's the outlook for the team? What are you guys feeling? I guess going forward, you got a tough county slate for pretty much from here on out.
Definitely. Yeah, like I said, we take it week by week, practice by practice, and I know we got a big game Thursday night. Liberty's a quality team, and along with the rest of the county, and it's county play. Teams that are 1-8 can beat a 7-2 team. It's county play, it's bragging rights. So we're not taking any game lightly, and all county foes are decent teams, and so we're just gonna take it week by week, and hope we play our game and come out with a very successful record into the playoffs. Carry some momentum. So.
All right. Thanks so much.
Hey, thank you.